Good morning, everyone. In this lecture, we are going to understand algorithms and pseudocode. So, basically, what is algorithm? A method used by computer for the solution of a program or a problem. It was like that in our daily life. We are using multiple algorithms, like coming to school, going to office. We have to do certain tasks step by step, like first we have to wake up, then we have to go to the restroom, then we have to wear our clothes, wear our shoes, drive a car, go to office. These are the steps, series of steps which we have to perform in order to perform a task. There are two types of algorithm. One is pseudocode and the other is flowchart. What does pseudocode means? Why it's named pseudocode? Pseudocode means near code. Pseudo means near. We write pseudocode in such a way that it sometimes look like a code, but the difference between pseudocode and program code is we are free to use syntax barrier, that there is no syntax barrier which distract us to write our logic. There are some common action keywords which we use in pseudocode, like for assignment a value to a variable, we use a arrow sign or equals to. For taking an input from a user, we can use a keyword read, get, or an input keyword. Like displaying the output, we use print or display. To, to calculate or to do some arithmetic operation, we use compute calculate command, or we can write I equal to I plus 1 for increment. And for array, we can declare array in such a way that the first we write a name of an array, then size of an array, then we write a keyword of and define the type, either a string, integer, or character, or some other type of an array. So these are the common keywords which we have to use in our pseudocode. The breakdown of any program is input, which we ask a user to give, a process which was done on what the user have input, and the output, the desired output, the results. Here's the Python code, and on the right it's pseudocode. If I say a is equals to 5 in Python, I can say a arrow 5 or a equals to 5. These all are used for assignment a value 5 to a. Now the value of a is 5. 5 is assigned to a. To taking an input in Python, I have to write first a variable in which the user saves the input. Then I have to write a keyword input and square and round brackets. But in pseudocode, I can write read and a variable name in which the user saves a value. Or I can write input a variable like input a. It means what user inputs gets saved in variable a. Discussing on the output, we have a print command in Python. We have a print output and display command in pseudocode. For calculation or computation, we can use a is equals to b plus c in pseudocode. In Python code, we can use a is equals to b plus c in pseudocode too, or we can use a arrow, the assignment sign, b plus c. So adding the value of b plus c and assign it to a. We can write a keyword compute in against of equals to. We can write compute count plus 1. So the count value is incremented by 1 in pseudocode. There are some rules of writing a pseudocode. You just have to read these rules. Always capitalize the keyword, like declare is a keyword, and if is a keyword, and while is a keyword. It's better to write all the keywords in capital. You have only one statement per line. Don't write multiple statements in a single line. Intend to show hierarchy, improve readability. Like if you are using if statement, then the block of if under if comes in intent. Okay. What are variable and constant? A variable is something that can change during execution of a program. A constant can never be changed during the execution of a program, like the value of pi or the value of petrol, which was fixed by the petrol pump owner. Declaration of a variable. How we can declare a variable in pseudocode? We first have to write a keyword declare. Then we have to write a variable name, like number. Here is a variable name. Then we have to write colon, and after the colon we have to write the data type, like integer, string, character. So this is the method in which by which we can declare a variable in pseudocode. There are some more examples, like there must be a declare keyword as starting. Then here section means that it's a variable, and type is character, like you can write A, B, C, any section. What is an initialization means? Initialization means that assignment a value or assigning a value to a variable at the time of declaration. That if I write A, it means that I declare a variable. But if I write A is equals to 5, I initialize A with a value 5. A constants. You have to write a keyword constant with capital. Then you have to write identifier or variable name. Then you write equals to, and there you must have to assign a value to a constant at the time of declaration. It's mandatory, because this value throughout the execution of the code can never be changed. If a user in a program it is asked a user to input a value of hourly rate, and this variable is marked as constant, so it gives an error, because the value of constant can never be changed. There are three basic constructs of structure programming. Three basic constructs. What are these? Sequence, selection, and iteration. In sequence, you have to, as we have discussed earlier, that we have to perform each and every task one after the another in order. Selection means that you have a possibility of choosing either this side or this side. Like if it is raining, don't go outside. If it is not, go outside. There is a possibility that if it is raining, don't go outside. If not, go outside. For iteration means we have to do a task repeatedly, multiple times. Sequence. We have discussed sequence. If the question says that read two numbers and multiply them together and print out their product. So the sequence is that first I have to ask a user to input number, then I have to compute or perform multiplication operation. I can't do this multiplication operation before this declaration or input. If I write this product num into num2, it's wrong, because we don't have value for num1 and num2. It's out of sequence. Read a number, find a square and cube of it. So first we have to read or ask a number or ask a user to input a number. So first user input a number, then we can get a square and a cube of it. Arithmetic operators. What are arithmetic operators? It's same, plus, minus, multiply, divide are same, which we use in Python, but we have a different operator for modulus, like in pseudo